Okay. Please excuse my wrinkly shirt and my rushed demeanor, but we just got to Lisbon. We have a tour planned, so we are going to run and do that. Alex is just grabbing us some water from our hotel gym. He is doing that, and then I will meet him out in the courtyard, and we will head to our tour of Lisbon. Welcome to Portugal. I just realized I forgot sunglasses. Rookie mistake. Hey there. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, we're waiting for our train, but this is the tour that we booked. If you are curious, I have no idea if it's good or not yet because we haven't done it, but that's the tour we booked. It's free. It's free, but. I know I yelled at you guys about this in Prague. I'm not mad at you, but I'm just telling you. Pay them at the end of these free tours what you would pay for a tour like that. We just got here, we checked in, and we're already in a beautiful little plaza.
Just please try coming back here after, I'd say, 9:30, 10:30 p.m. Looks nothing, zero, like this, okay? Just so you're prepared for it, Bairro Alto is actually the main party quarter of the entire country. Acoustic guitar, and mainly the pear-shaped one on the top. It's very similar to a mandolin. It is not. It's what we call, unfortunately, the Portuguese guitar, everyone. We're not very original when it comes to names, but the sound of it, I can assure you, it is worth it.
Something we've already learned is how hilly and like how many different levels Lisbon is on, as you can kind of tell from here. So this was designed by the same person who designed the Eiffel Tower, I believe, but this is the view from here. I will attempt not to drop my phone. It's gorgeous. The red roofs remind me of Prague. If you haven't seen our Prague video, you should go watch that. Here is the view from the other side. There's some really popular rooftop bar over there. Now, you can either pay €6 to get to the top via elevator, or if you direct yourselves to the Carmo convent instead, then you can go up to the top of that via stairs instead of taking that elevator that I mentioned that costs money. The view is great, but not worth it if you pay that €6 to get to the top. Don't do that. Our tour guide just told us about this convent and the big earthquake in Portugal. And you can kind of see that there is a crack up here above, and that crack they kept there to signify the huge earthquake that hit. This is actually the main train station, but I thought this building was beautiful.
Go to Sintra. That's where you go. This is the tower, or the elevator that we avoided, and you can't really tell, but there's a very long line over there, so that's cool.
One thing you have to try, obviously, in Portugal is a Portuguese egg tart, and we are about to try them on the tour, which is very nice. It's a free tour, but she's getting us each an egg tart for us to try. She said it's best.
She said it's her
top three in Portugal, so we'll see how it is. This is where our egg tarts are coming from. She's inside getting them now. Wow. Wow.
Guys, there's one for each of you. This is cinnamon. It's mandatory unless you're allergic to it, okay? The Portuguese way is you have to cover the entire thing with cinnamon. See, keep going.
Oh, wow.
You should not see the custard below.
Amazing.
I think it's still warm. I hope they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of cinnamon. That pastry is so flaky, and the inside is so creamy. Really, really warm. Really, really good. Very, very tiny walkway. We're gonna get a cherry liquor in a chocolate cup. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're supposed to just put it all in your mouth all at once, says our tour guide. Don't drink it, just put it all in. What do you think?
It's definitely very liquory, which you get that up front, but then that quickly goes away, and you get a cherry flavor with the chocolate, and the second half of putting it in my mouth was phenomenal.
It's not the first half. Look how gorgeous this restaurant is. I want to go back there and eat. But first, we must continue. This is the oldest city in Lisboa, and also, oh yeah, sorry, oldest neighborhood. But also the one with the most stairs. That climb was definitely worth it. This is the view at the top and the last stop on our tour. Our tour just ended and we walked about 20 seconds and now we're in the most gorgeous overlook. What is this called?
Viewpoint?
Yeah, the most gorgeous viewpoint. There's, yeah, tiles and flowers and live music. That is an absolutely massive cruise ship. It's huge. Still a pretty view, but oh my goodness.
If you're thinking to yourself, wait, Amy and Alex, I thought you guys were in Lisboa, not in San Francisco. Well, this is not the Golden Gate Bridge. This is the 25th of April Bridge in Lisboa, which many people often call Portugal's Golden Gate Bridge. And by many people, I mean me in my head just now. Maybe other people too. Anyway, it's beautiful, and it's sunset.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 in Lisboa. We learned how to say that yesterday correctly. Today we are doing 2 very fun things. First one being the cable cars that have a really good view of the city, supposedly. The second one being a tile making class, which I am so excited for. I am mostly doing a tile making class, number 1, because my mom loves tiles, and number 2, because there are tiles all over Portugal, and we have seen them everywhere. So are you ready to go? We're just waiting on our car, and then we'll head out. We're gonna go now, bye. Well, we're not gonna go, you'll still see us. We're gonna be with you, you know, and, you know, okay.
This is like new town.
That is what we're about to go on. Those little cable cars. I'm so excited. I went to the bathroom, and then I lost Alex. So I'm here, but I don't know where Alex is, so I guess I'll call him and find out. Found him. Little slowpoke. Here he comes. Oh! It's a little shaky. Hello. Hello. Okay, I thought we would get views of the city. You mostly get views of the water and of Newtown quite a bit, but that's still pretty. We paid for a round trip ticket just so that we could go there and back and enjoy the ride.
And it's only €2 for round trip rather than one way.
So obviously these views are very different than yesterday's views with the red roofs, but this is more of a look at Newtown rather than Old Town.
And then at sunset, this is very pretty.
That's true. I bet this is really good sunset activity. Once you get to the other side, there's like a whole stretch of restaurants along the water. We're just gonna take it right back because we have the round trip, but just letting you know, there are a ton of restaurants here if you wanted to take it one way and grab lunch and take it the other way back. I would recommend doing this at sunset or I guess at a cooler time of year, but it's really hot in there. During the day, the sun's like beating on you. There's no air conditioning or anything, obviously. So I would suggest it at sunset, really pretty views, maybe come one way, grab dinner, and then go the other way. All right, let's go back. And back at it. Oh. Getting on is a little shaky. They're gonna ask to take your picture when you get on. You can say yes or no, but the picture is $12.50, just so that you know. All right, on our way down, and then we're gonna head to our tile class. There's this beautiful walk back out to the road with a life-size giraffe. We made it. We got a little setup ready. Just waiting on the others. These are our practice tiles.
So everyone has a tile. You need to put them out of morning with the black brush and the dark blue, but you're gonna do just the outlines. That's me. Look at me.
Very focused. Okay, this is my before, and then I'll show you the after when it's cooked. For his second one, Alex chose a dog. He's doing pretty well. And I chose 3 cats for my mom. I'm gonna make the middle one gray.
Inside look of an artist.
Okay, this is the before for my cats. Looks a little rough. We just finished the tile workshop, and we will go back in 2 days to pick them up after she puts them in the oven.
Which is 1200 degrees, and that might even be 1200 Celsius.
Yeah, it's real hot. And it's a very, very beautiful view right outside her studio. So I'll show you that now. The sun is beginning to set. And wow, that is a really, really pretty sunset. Anyway, we are going to now go get dinner. So.
And then work.
Bye.
Good morning. Welcome to day 3 in Lisboa, Portugal. Although technically we are currently in Sintra. We are at the Pena Palace Gardens. We have a ticket to explore the gardens. We heard that going into the palace can be a little bit hectic, so we are not actually going to go into the palace. We will see outside, kind of keep exploring Sintra from there. We will show you guys around. It's kind of rainy and a little kind of spooky looking, adding to the vibe, so enjoy.
It is a 30-minute walk to the top to see the palace from the bottom where you enter, but there is stops along the way, including this one where you can get some nice gelato that's very expensive. Moving on. It is starting to rain, but we are going left to the palace, but those are all your options. Are you going to any of those later? Lagos, maybe? We just rounded the corner and we're getting our first views of the palace. Recommendations did tell us to come on a clear day so that we could see it more clearly, but you can't plan when you're going to be somewhere. Well, I mean you can, but only so much is within your control. So spooky. I'm sure this view is wonderful on a clear day, but it's still kind of cool on a foggy day. And then we have the palace behind us. It's very vibrant, you can't tell, but that clock tower is super red. It's so foggy, it's almost like hard to see in front of you. Like it's hurting my eyes a bit with how foggy it is. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. That's supposed to be like a great view of the city, but it's just completely white. It's still pretty cool, but it almost looks like a screen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it looks fake, but I know that there's stuff beyond here. Wow. You can like barely see the trees down there. We're near the top of the castle now. There's a spire. And this is our view. Oh wow, there are gold domes over there. The chat will go inside there. Really good tile work on the ceiling. The detail. Okay, so there is a line that you're gonna reach once you go through the front gates of the palace. You'll see a line. If you're not going inside the palace, just skip that line. Like keep to the left and make your way up to the top of the palace. You don't have to pay extra to do that. You only have to pay extra if you want to go inside the castle. I don't know if you can hear me, it's really windy, but we wouldn't recommend doing that because our tour guide didn't recommend doing that. And you can see so much of the palace without going inside. And the line is so long. And we read online that sometimes
They were behind. So essentially at 1:30 they hadn't left the 1 o'clock folks in yet. So that's also why the line gets very long, because people show up at the time they think you're going to go in, and then it turns out that they still have a few time slots before them that haven't gone in yet.
there's also a cafe at the top. We're gonna see what they have real quick. No, we're not. The line's too long. Sorry. But there is a cafe. It's just the line is long and I'm not that interested. Oh, that is not very secure. Do not let your kid here. That is really like, that's only up to my ankle. It's actually kind of terrifying. You want to go in there? Do you fit? No, I just didn't know if you were too tall. Nice little like lookout post. Keep watch. Yeah. Come on, wind. Come on. I know you're there. Okay, that's the best you got. That's where we came from. That walkway. This is a good view. I forgot to mention earlier, you do not have to walk the 30-minute hike up to the palace. You can take a bus from the entrance to the top, and it's €3 a person.
Yes, and that's round trip, so it'll take you back.
Oh, okay. We're currently walking back down to go to a different section of Sintra.
Starts with a Q de Regalia. I don't want to mispronounce the first word.
I'll write it. We're going to walk there. It's about a 35-minute walk from the palace. And right now it is very downhill. We'll see if that continues.
I will say it only took us about 15 minutes actually to get from the entrance to the top of the palace. So they said 30 minutes, but at least for us, and my legs are actually kind of sore. And even with that, it still only took us about 15 minutes. So, keep that in mind.
It's starting to rain harder. All the like garden path around the palace and beneath the palace is all really cool. I will say it's very steep, either uphill or downhill, and also can get kind of slippery if it's raining. All things to keep in mind. All alone, we're all alone, except for whatever that sound is, which I think is a car. Yes, it is. I heard them honk their horn. But on this path, we walk alone.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were away. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
Okay, We went into the actual town of Sintra and we got some baked goods that our tour guide said we had to get. I'm not a fan of that one.
This is the pastel de Sintra.
Not a fan of that. What do you think?
It's almond, that's why you don't like that.
Oh.
I like it.
Okay, update. I don't like any of them. Alex likes all of them though. So take that however you'd like. This is the town of Sintra. If you venture down to the shops and restaurants, we're gonna head back up to the castle. But first, Alex is in line to get some Porto wine. But anyway, this town is very cute. It's just like most of Portugal, very hilly, so be prepared for that. That was €1.
For a little shot of port wine. Now I can say I did it.
How is your port in Portugal?
Very sweet, very good.
Oh yeah. Did you not know it was sweet?
I did, yeah, because it's known as more of a dessert wine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it is. It's tasty. I like it.
All right, we just turned another corner and we are here at the Quinta, name I can't pronounce, but it's so spooky. Looks like the Haunted Mansion. Kind of looks like Scotland. The line to get in is quite long, but hopefully worth it. Just made it inside and it's already stunning. Wow. Again, very hilly, but still wow. Okay, the castle grounds are so much more extensive than the palace grounds. If you ever come here, you're gonna need more time. Oh, also watch where you're walking. We're headed to the initiation well. There's a little sneak peek of what it looks like. We're getting closer.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so here's the deal. We have happened upon quite the line for this well, which is wild because up until this point we were mostly alone, and now we are very much not. So
I think this is arguably the most famous spot of these grounds. I think this is the most famous.
okay, so the line starts right there, and let's see how far it goes. Okay, honestly, not as bad as I thought. It just depends on how quickly the line moves or doesn't move. While you wait in line, you get this view, which is gorgeous. So I'm not complaining. Wow. That is cool. That's up the top. And then this is looking down. It empties out into a cave, which is just as cool as the well. This reminds me of the line of Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Yeah, you know how you go through like some rock formations? Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to duck. Ow. Let me know which way to go.
Okay.
We just found another well. It's raining down on us. It's really dark in here. But it's really cool. in. Oh no. Pictures.
I was just,
Everyone takes pictures here, by the way. So you're always in someone's photo.
ta-da! You made it.
This is the view once you get out of the well and the caves and the waterfall. The whole thing is just so magical. And because we did no research, we have no idea what we're going to see next. For a little bit of reference, this is the size of the castle grounds.
This is what we did, I'm pretty sure.
We walked up to the initiation well up there. The castle itself is there.
I think it's this.
Oh, okay. Well, as you can see, it is huge. It's not just the castle. Look at this Halloween view. It's not Halloween, but it is October, so pretty close. I think we picked the perfect day. So because it is misty / rainy / cloudy, it's not very crowded, which I hear is rare. And also it costs 12
€12 a person.
€12 a person to come to these grounds, and then also
€10 per person for the Pena Palace
for
grounds.
the palace. If you were to just pick one, I would pick this one for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the other ones are worth visiting, especially if you're just going to see the outside of the palace, which is really cool. And if you like the tiles, the tile work is beautiful.
Yeah. It's really cool. So intricate. The inside of the castle reminds me a lot of the rooms in Versailles in Paris. Look at the ceilings with the wood carved. Yeah. I think it's starting to clear a bit down here, not up top, but I feel like down here is starting to clear a bit, so you can see just how vibrant the grounds are of the castle. So inside the castle, there isn't that much. There's like one floor of rooms, information.
If you're already here, it's worth it to go in.
Yeah, kind of like a museum. It's no extra to go inside the castle if you have the ticket to come to the grounds.
Definitely the best part of it is the outside.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that castle on the hill. You can barely see it up in the clouds. That is magnificent. Wow. Looks like Hogwarts.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. I am doing a little bit of exploring, just a few things today on my own. Amy is doing some work at home. I think she's gonna hang out by the pool maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I will show you around a couple locations. One is the Tour de Belém, and the other is the famous monastery that is here in Lisboa. So, I'm actually not gonna go into any of them. I hear that that's kind of, you know, optional, so to speak, but the outside supposedly look great, so I'm gonna do that. All right, so this is the Tower of Belém. This is the line if you want to go inside. You have to pay. I don't know how much, but it looks cool even from the outside. And I think that the fact that there's like water all around it adds to the magic. Now I'm walking up to the Monument of the Discoveries, or to the Discoveries, which I am assuming is a monument to the discoverers who have explored the world from Portugal. It is about a 15-minute walk from the Belém Tower, so looks cool. I think it's worth a visit. It's quite a big monument. You can also go to the top of this monument. I have seen some heads up there, and there's some stairs you can take up here. No idea if there's an elevator or not. Here is a view of the Lisboa Golden Gate Bridge during the day, but it is actually known as the 25th of April Bridge, as we discussed before. So this is the outside of the Hieronymus Monastery. Looks really beautiful. See a lot of the detail on the top there. quite large too. So we'll take a closer look. These grounds are really cool too. This is a fountain. Not sure if it ever is on or not. Looks like they're doing some cleaning currently because it is a little on the green side. That is the entrance, I believe, and there's the line to get in over there. That actually does not look that long to me, but maybe on different days it's longer. But look at the intricacies on that the detail around the arch. Amazing. Yeah, it's such a vast complex and monastery. Stretches like a whole block. Pretty cool. Okay, so that was the monastery. It looks really beautiful on the outside, very intricate detailing. However, the thing that I'm most excited about, which is the last stop on my itinerary, is going to Pastéis de Belém, which is apparently the very first place that has the original recipe for the pastel de nata. The pastel de nata was originally made by monks in the monastery because they would use egg whites to starch their clothes. So they had a bunch of egg yolks left over. So what they do with the yolks, they put them in this delicious pastry. And apparently there's only 3 people in the world that know this original recipe. So all the other places that sell and make pastel de nata is kind of like they're doing their best guess at the original recipe, and they taste delicious, don't get me wrong. But I am excited to try the original. So I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, so I am currently standing in this line to get in. Now there is apparently 3 options that you have. You can go to counter 2, which is just a standard counter. You can go order your pastries, get out. And then there's the historic counter, which is what this line is for, which I guess is their like original kind of OG place where you would get them. And then you can also do table service. And there's like no line for table service, so you can do that too. This is really the only part of this bakery slash pastry shop that actually has a line. So if you want to experience the real thing, then I guess you gotta wait sometimes. Also, I have to make a correction. These technically are referred to as pastel de Belém, not pastel de nata, because this is the original recipe. So. So this is just their second counter that they set up if you don't want to wait in that long line to go to the historic one. And their options are more limited for actual pastries, but you can definitely get the pastel de Belém here. So it comes in this cool tube. I got 4 of them. They are €140 each. So it was €560 for 4 of them. So right away, the pastry is very flaky, crispy. The inside is a little bit more, a tiny bit more runny than the other ones that we've had here, but very good, very good. You're supposed to put cinnamon on them. They did give me a pack of cinnamon. Once I bring these back for Amy, yes I am sharing, don't worry, I'll put cinnamon on my other one. Very good, recommend. Only waited less than 5 minutes, so I don't know if that's normal or not, but it wasn't bad. Definitely worth it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk you through outside of our hotel because it's so pretty. There's this really nice restaurant right when you walk out. This is one of the other buildings where there are more rooms. It's just a beautiful building and a really nice courtyard. And then there's like a pool bar over here. And all these beautiful rooms that overlook the pool. They get a great patio view. And I will show you how pretty it is at night. Okay, and this is at night. It's just very pretty with the restaurant lit up and the pool bar lit up. The pool is actually also lit up back there, but no one's in it. Probably because it's slightly chilly. Not the pool, but the air. I actually don't know if the pool is chilly or not. And then here are all the pretty lights. And people still out on their patios because it is a beautiful night and a beautiful place to hang out. Alex wanted to make sure that I showed you this tile mosaic on one wing of the hotel. So, are you happy I showed it?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay. All right, and let me quickly show you the room. Ignore our luggage. This is the bathroom. Really, really nice shower. Vanity area. And the toilet is over here behind the door. And then outside the bathroom, you have a hallway, nice mirror, some hooks, a bed. I think it's about a queen, if I had to guess. It's called a European king. Some drawers and some more storage. This beautiful archway. And then the living and kitchen area. Couch, table, only one chair though. I just pointed with an ice cube tray because I need to pack this. And then kitchen with a washer dryer, which is nice. A pretty large fridge, it's hidden in there. Stovetop, kettle, toaster, all the things you need. And then we had this beautiful view down onto the pool. So that's what the room looks like.
Close your seat table, put the armrest down, and open the window blinds. You can no longer use the toilet. Please look at the safety card.
And then the pool and all these. Listen to this. Did you hear that? That's insane. That's so loud. What are these birds? Puts them in the oven.
Which is 1200 degrees. Which is 1200 degrees. Which is 1200 degrees. And